Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Echo English Hub. Today, I'll take you through my real morning routine. No perfect plans, just the way it really happens. Let's start the day together. Every morning tells a story. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes it's chaotic, but it always shapes the rest of the day. In this episode, I'll share my real morning. No filters, no perfect routines, just life. Think of this as if you're walking beside me, watching me stumble out of bed, make my coffee, and rush out the door. Maybe you'll recognize some of my habits, or maybe you'll find them completely different from yours. So sit back, relax, or maybe listen while you're cooking, walking, or commuting. This is my busy morning routine, told in real English in real time. Let's dive in. The alarm rings at exactly 7 a.m. The sound is sharp and annoying. Beep, 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 cutting through my dreams like a hammer. Sometimes I even dream that I turned it off, but in reality, it just keeps ringing. Of course, I don't wake up right away. I usually hit the snooze button once, twice, sometimes 3 times. To hit the snooze button means to delay waking up by pressing the alarm again. I think most of us are guilty of doing that. The bed feels too warm and safe, while the floor looks cold and unfriendly. I tell myself, just 5 more minutes, please. But 5 minutes easily turn into 15, and before I know it, I'm late. Finally, I open my eyes. I stretch my arms wide, arch my back, and let out a long yawn. My body feels heavy, my hair is messy, and my eyes are still half closed. I sit on the edge of the bed, staring at the floor, trying to convince myself to stand. Like many people, I reach for my phone. I check the time, scroll through messages, notifications, maybe a few headlines. Honestly, it's not the best habit, but it happens. The blue light from the screen makes my eyes squint, and I realize I can't waste more time. So I put the phone down, sigh, and say, okay, enough. Get out of bed. Start the day. Finally, I put my feet on the cold floor and stand up. That's the hardest part of the morning, leaving the comfort of the bed. But once I'm up, I feel a little more alive, a little more ready. I walk slowly to the bathroom, still half asleep. The light is too bright, almost painful for my tired eyes. I brush my teeth, wash my face with cold water, and suddenly I feel more awake. The cold water shocks me back into reality. I look in the mirror and laugh at myself. My hair is everywhere, my face looks sleepy, but at least I'm awake. I tell myself, all right, let's try to look human today. Next stop, the kitchen. The first thing I need is coffee. Coffee is my morning fuel, my magic drink. Without coffee, I'm not myself. I take out my favorite mug, boil water, and prepare it carefully. Some people say tea wakes them up, but for me, it has to be coffee. To make coffee, or to prepare coffee, both are correct. And when the smell fills the kitchen, I finally feel like the day can truly begin. While the coffee is brewing, I make a simple breakfast. Nothing fancy. Maybe bread with butter and jam, sometimes eggs, sometimes just fruit. I don't spend too much time, but it's enough to give me energy. I sit down at the table, take a slow sip of coffee, and feel warmth spreading through my body. That's the best moment of the morning. Silence, coffee, and a few minutes to myself. During breakfast, I check my planner or my to-do list. I ask, what's important today? What should I finish first? Sometimes I feel excited, ready to tackle challenges. Other times I feel stressed because there's too much to do. But this quiet breakfast is my safe space before the chaos. A small ritual that makes me feel in control, even if the rest of the day will be unpredictable. After breakfast, it's time to get dressed. I open my closet and think, what should I wear today? Some days the choice is easy, other days it feels impossible. I usually go for something simple and comfortable. If I have an important meeting, I choose something formal. If not, casual clothes are enough. I don't want to waste too much time, but I want to feel confident in what I wear. Then I pack my bag. I check. Laptop, notebook, charger, maybe a water bottle. I don't like forgetting things, so I always double check. Now it's time to leave the house. I put on my shoes, grab my keys, and step outside. The air feels fresh, sometimes cold, sometimes warm, depending on the season. The city is already alive. Cars passing, people walking, children heading to school. If I'm early, I enjoy the walk. I look at the trees, the sky, the people around me. Sometimes I listen to music, sometimes a podcast. It makes the commute feel shorter, but honestly, many times I run late. To run late means you don't have enough time and you need to hurry. That's me almost every day, walking fast, sometimes even running to catch the bus. If I catch the bus on time, I feel relieved. If I miss it, I have to wait, and that makes me even later. On the bus, I look around. Some people are sleeping, some are reading, some are scrolling on their phones. Everyone has their own morning story. Sometimes the bus is quiet, sometimes noisy. But I use the time to think. I plan my tasks, or I just let my mind wander. I remind myself, okay, you're on your way. The hardest part is already done. You left the bed. Arriving at my destination, I usually feel two things: tired, but also ready. Ready to face the day, whatever it brings. So that's my busy morning routine. Nothing perfect, nothing special, just real life. Some days I wake up early, drink coffee, and feel like a champion. Other days I snooze too long, rush out the door, and feel like a mess. But every morning, no matter how it starts, gives me another chance. A chance to try again, to learn, to grow. Maybe your mornings are different. Maybe you're an early bird full of energy. Or maybe you're like me, fighting with the alarm clock, searching for coffee, always running a little late. Here's my thought. Your morning doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to move you forward. One small step at a time, one cup of coffee at a time. Now I want to hear from you. How do you usually start your mornings? Do you wake up with energy, or do you hit the snooze button like I do? Share your story in the comments. Thanks for listening to my routine. In the next episode, maybe I'll share another part of my day. Until then, remember, every morning tells a story. Make yours a good one. And that's my busy morning routine. What about you? How do you usually start your day? Share your story in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode.